Hi there, in part 22 of the tutorial, we look at the grid. We will create a grid using the Abstract Designer and then place some components on it via code. We just want to demonstrate how creating the grid using the Abstract Designer works. We will create a new page that will host our component. Let's copy code from an existing page. We update this page to meet our needs. We call the Vue component, grids. We will create a new layout and load it to this page. Let's remove everything that we do not need on this page, so that we can add new content. We change the variable name of Vue component to be grids. Let's add the new page to the app pages collection. We also add it to the drawer list, so that we can access it from there. Now we need to create the new parent layout for the new page. Let's open the designer to do that. We use our custom view and place it on the page. We will make it a V container with some rows and columns. We give the custom element a unique name. All names should be unique. We update its tag to be V container. We want this container to have some rows and columns. Let's set the initial grid to build on this container. The offsets indicated here will be for each column, for small, medium, large and extra large devices. Let's make the container to have 5 rows. Each row should have 2 columns. The sizes indicate the column span for each column. This is for small, medium, large, and extra large devices. We want the columns to span 12 spaces on small devices, and for others it should span 6 spaces. We indicate that the grid should be built, and we also want to see its design. This will add borders around each column and show its unique identifier. We save the layout with the name vgrid. The margins and padding here are for all the coordinates, A for all, X for left and right, Y for top and bottom, TBLR for top, bottom, left and right, respectively. Now we need to load the layout to our component, so that the user interface is built. Let's run the app and see what will be the output. As you can see, there are 5 rows with 2 columns each. We will play around and change some few properties to understand the system. On the Files tab, we locate our layout and open it and make some changes. We will change the number of rows, columns, and sizes so that we can explore. Let's refresh our page. We are using live code swapping here, so that we can see the results in real time. The new rows match our specifications. Let's make other changes. Now we have 10 rows. Let's make other changes. Now we have 4 columns per row, each spanning 3 spaces. Let's explore some more. Let's make it 5 rows instead. Let's add some components to the grid. We add a text box, another text box, and then a button. We link an event to the button, so that it shows the content entered. With this approach, we use the reusable layouts we discussed before. You can also create individual layouts via the Abstract Designer, and set them as parent and child elements. We inject the text field on row 1 column 1, after we refresh our browser, we see it. Let's continue adding other components until we have a final result. I will fast forward this a little bit. Minutes later we have 2 text fields and a button. We wrote an event handler for our button also. We need to place these elements at proper locations in the grid. First, let's hide the grid design. Let's fix the element placing to be on the same row. After a page refresh, the elements are displayed how we want. When the button is clicked, let's show what the user entered. We will read what the user entered with getData, passing it the vModel name of each text field. The vModel for the first name is first name, and for the last name its last name. Let's assign these to variables. As these components exist on this Vue component, the state will be accessible from this component, thus we use the component name and not the global app name variable. Let's show the entered content via the alert. Let's save and refresh our browser. We enter some content on the text fields and click the button. It works. You can do more on the layout, like adding more components and setting properties. For now that's it. Enjoy. To get instant updates on these tutorials, please subscribe and click like for my channel videos. Thank you.